Welcome back to episode 2 of the Yamaha Jog build. Now, what I wanted to say is, if you're looking for a VPN, don't come to me for a discount code, because I'll be honest, this video ain't sponsored by anyone. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing today is taking it down to the local Jetwash because she's absolutely filthy and I want to get it all cleaned up before I start doing any other works on it. Now, the first thing I'm going to do before that is tape up any of the electrical connections that are exposed, because obviously I don't want to get water in there. Quickly do that, put it in the van and go and get it cleaned. Now I've just got some black insulating tape. There you go, just to keep it nice and watertight. Right, that is the old girl all cleaned off. Scrubbed off right. Not too bad. Let that dry out now. So that little jet wash there has saved me a load of time, because if I'd have stripped that down and tried hand cleaning it, I'd have been there forever. So jet washing it off, yeah, it's come out really well. See, one thing I was going to say, one thing that's impressed me is how well the plastic fairings have kept the inside of the bike. Obviously it was very dirty. I can now carry on with taking the wheels off, get the exhaust off, get the centre stand off and moving on. Right, so back in the garage now. Bike's all cleaned off. There's a little bit of surface rust in that, but give it a little rub down in the paint. Not so fussed about that right now. But anyway, what I'm going to do is get the exhaust off. Then I'm probably going to take the wheels off, and then I'm going to do the stand, and then jobs are good. The first thing I'm going to do before attempting to take the bolts out of the exhaust is give them a spray up with some WD-40, because it's so old, they're probably going to be rusted on or whatnot. And then, instead of going really heavy-handed on the bolts, I'm going to undo it, then tighten it back up, then undo it a little bit more, then tighten it back up. So it's just a process, a slow process. Then tighten. So like 2 turns and tighten. Then this one feels pretty loose actually, so it's not so bad. There's one. Maybe the WD-40 helped more than I thought. I think this bike must have been well maintained, because with the other bikes I've restored or whatever, everything's just been like seized on. Everything snaps as you're trying to get it out. So if you're interested, use some gloves. Let's take these 2 out now. Before we go any further, let's get a nice set of safety goggles on, because you never really know and you need to protect yourself. Right. Anyway, I was going to show you a little thing I bought today. Right, to save some time taking this exhaust off, I'm going to use my impact driver. Now this morning I went to Screwfix and I bought these Erber, whatever they're called. It's basically like the 1/4 hex to 1/4 inch, 3/8 and 1/2 inch. So this is perfect for converting your normal little impact driver, which is 1/4 hex like that, into a mechanic stream. Or a wannabe mechanic stream. I'm not a wannabe mechanic. I just, get on with things. So let's let this bomb straight in there. This straight in the end of my impact driver. and that's just going to make my life a lot easier now, because I am very lazy. So let's see. Oh, look at that, what a dream, absolute dream. There goes the exhaust. So that, my friends, is off. Goodbye exhaust. And I'm just going to put these bolts back in. I'd recommend, if ever you're tightening these up, do it by hand. Try not to use an impact driver, especially when starting it like that. I'm okay because I'm going very gently, but you can cross-thread things and ruin things. But anyway, right now I'm going to pop this wheel off. I've got a 22-inch spanner stand on this because it weren't even on tight. Bloody hell, that's terrible. That was a well loose. Good job I checked this. There we have it, one wheel off. Just putting these back on in their place. Now what I was going to say is the rear drum is pretty worn. Now it squeaks and makes all sorts of weird and wonderful noises, so I'm going to get a new rear drum brake whilst I'm at it. Now next thing I'm going to quickly do, pop this rear seal off, because once these wheels go into the powder coaters, this will be no more. Gently ease that off. Bang, keep hold of that for a rainy day. Now the next thing I'm going to do is pop the front wheel off. As you can see here, we've got the axle bolts, we've got one end here, and then we've got the nut this side. Right, I'm going to use 2 adjustable spanners, one on each side. Slide through the axle bolt, and then this should just pop out with a little bit of friendliness. There we have it. Oh, no, don't go. Oh, nice and gently. Then the wheel, just got to make sure that I take this out and the seal, because like I say, if that goes into the powder coaters, get ruined. I'm going to have to take the bearings out and this rubber seal as well. Pop this seal out. Right, so she's been jet washed off. I've taken both wheels off. I've also taken the exhaust off. Now I'm going to take the centre stand off, and you can see I've got a reel of cable waiting there. So when the stand comes off, the bike's got something to rest on. Let's get this centre stand off and then carry on. Right, now to get the centre stand off, as you can see here, there's like a cotter pin going through a bolt, so I just need to get the pin out and then I should be able to slide the bolt out and the stand will come off. I will obviously have to get the spring off as well, but it looks like that will just slide out. I think it's just worn, the spring is, so we'll just get that replaced, get this shot blasted and powder coated because it looks really bad. And we're on to a winner. Quite stubborn these, but weren't too bad. I've got it out. Just make sure you try and get rid of the sharp bits because you don't want them going through your tyres. That's the cotter pin out. So I'm just going to use a hammer to tap that out. Got to be so careful here as well. Put a screwdriver on the end, because what you don't want to do is take the stand off and the bike go flying. That's why I've got this weight in here, just to take the weight, otherwise it'll create some proper damage. There goes that. Now I should be able to lift this off of the stand, but the spring is still connected. Come on, oh girl. Right. So I've got something to lay it on, and now there's the stand off. Just got to find a way of propping this properly. Oh dear. There you go. Whew. It's quite heavy, that, I tell you. Right, so that's that. Stands off. This spring can be binned. I think that's seen better days, to be honest. Get this shot blasted and powder coated along with the wheels and along with the exhaust. Yeah, sort of just changed my mind as I go along a little bit here. But we'll get it done. We'll see how the exhaust does come out. Now, the other thing I was going to do is get the tyres taken off by my local motorcycle repair outfit, because I've got levers, but if you've ever tried taking tyres, moped or bike tyres off of just hand levers, it is a pain in the arse. I can't be bothered, so I'm going to let them do that. And then the seat is going to be the next thing. I'm going to go around my mate's house and we're going to hopefully retrim this, make it nice again. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. There was one more thing that arrived from China, which I got from Alibaba, and that's the rear tail tidy. Obviously that will go on, but what made me laugh a bit is they've left overspray, as you can see. So obviously where they've painted inside the indicator, they've caught the side of the plastic. So that's a job for me. Do you know what, this took like 3 or 4 weeks to revive, so I'm gonna have to just repaint that myself. Bit of aggravation, but these things happen. And yeah, that's it. If you are new to my channel, please do subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and let me know what you think of the build so far. I'll be posting another video again soon. Cheers.